Hi. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the All Signs, Their Feelings for You from July 14th through July 20th. I think I put those exact dates. I don't remember now. Crap. Anyway, it's timeless. Welcome to the All Signs, Their Feelings for You for the week of July. If you're new here, hi, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. Very happy to have you here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic morning. If it is morning where you're at. Anywho, hi, Laura. Hi, Sana. Buenos dias. Hi, Jeed. I think I'm saying that right. Hi, Jen. Hi, Sophia. Oh, thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Amor. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Brain fart. My thought just totally went and ghosted me. Crap, what was I gonna say? Dang it. Oh, well, I guess it wasn't that important. All right, happy birthday to the Cancers out there if you're celebrating today and for this week. I adore you guys. I'm gonna start with you first and then go from Aries to Pisces. And remember, this doesn't have to be always romantic. When I do their feelings for you read, it could be you with someone that you have a crush on, someone that you're not talking to right now. It could be a family member that you may be in conflict with. It could be a friend. Maybe you guys have like stopped talking and you're trying to figure out what's their deal. How do they feel about me? Or heck, even what does my boss think of me? You know, I am focusing on romance, but it could be anybody. Now remember, I do get pretty nosy, so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For example, if you're in a healthy, stable relationship, in the reading that I pull under your zodiac sign talks about divorce, talks about cheating, things like that, stuff that's not a part of your relationship at all, toss it. Just toss it. Just toss it. Don't go yell at your boyfriend or something like that, because Baddie said there could be infidelity. All right, enough about that. Let's get into the reading, starting with the Cancers. Whoa, Cancer, I think I made your cake a little bit too big. I almost didn't have room for your name. Okay. All right, I need a bigger setup or a wider lens. Hi, Infinite Faith. Hi, Becky. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you and your person this week, whomever they may be. The one that's on Cancer's mind, how do they feel about Cancer this week, and how does Cancer feel about this person? The Fool card wanted my attention along with a bunch of others. We'll see if it comes back out. Cancer for the week of July 2025. Two more shuffles for Cancer. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. All right, Cancer, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the Chariot. That's your major arcana. Their intentions with you, we have the King of Wands. That's Leo energy, but also the energy of Aries and Sagittarius. Their behavior and actions with you this week, we have the Eight of Wands. Expect a lot of lighthearted communication. You got someone that wants to catch up with you this week. And if it's somebody that you're in daily communication with, this is someone that's like, hey, let's continue that little streak of ours. How does Cancer feel about this person? The Page of Cups, you like them. What's the overall influence to the connection this week? We have the Fool, and that's the card that just hopped out during the pre-shuffle. Thank you, Inland Empire. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you, girl. I'm trying to give your comment a heart, and it's not letting me. There we go. Thank you, girl. Thank you. So that card wanted to come out during the pre-shuffle, Cancer. That seems to always happen when I do these live streams with you guys. The card that comes out always comes out. Influencing that is the Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys may work together, or you met through other people, or you guys go to the same gym, go to the same grocery store. It feels like that's how you guys' connection first kick-started, but we'll see. But everything looks good. So let's dive into this person's feelings for you. We have the Chariot. Now the Chariot as feelings usually talks about feeling confident in the direction one is taken, but the art depiction in this one suggests there could be, you know, a little bit of, am I doing this? Am I doing this? Or should I not? Why the Chariot? The King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, but also Capricorn and Virgo. And we got the Knight of Cups. So Cancer, it's clear to me that someone's very interested in you and they want to express it. You're interested in them too, because you've got the Page of Cups. You might be a little bit younger than them, not by much, but don't worry about age. Age is, you know, sometimes people come in younger because they're more young at heart at times. Yeah, this person's making a plan to like reach out to you around this time frame. And when the King of Wands shows up in the intentions position, that's someone that follows through. This is someone mapping out a plan, maybe rehearsing it with their cat. Be like, all right, this is how we're going to text Cancer. Does that sound lame? Does that sound like Cancer would be happy about that text? Waiting on that orange tabby to say, go ahead. Oh, Cancer, you're making somebody nervous. But not in an anxious way. How does Cancer feel? This feels like new love. If it's not new love, Cancer, you're connecting with someone this week who you have a lot of good energy around. Maybe you guys never even got into a relationship and you guys hung out a few times a little while back and it's been a while since you guys have talked and someone's thinking about you this week, maybe because it's your birthday season or whatnot, and you're getting a message or something like that. Either way, you're happy about it. Either way, you're happy about it. Tell me more about how Cancer feels. The Three of Cups. Cancer, this is the best reading I think I've done for you in a very long time. This is screaming lovey-dovey, new crushy love stuff. And if it's not, like I said a moment ago, a new person, it's someone that you've got good, you know, a good rapport with, but maybe you guys never really got your relationship off the ground romantically and kind of like cross paths here and there. You're in the same social circle, things like that. Never really linked up like that. And now someone's throwing you a DM on Instagram or saying, hi there, you know, want to FaceTime me later or something like that. And you're happy about it. It looks like it starts off as a daytime text and then you guys meet up at nighttime to hang out. It feels like an in-person meetup. Some of you Cancers, though, may be still on the side dealing with something stressful, but you're trying not to let it drag you down with this situation. I don't know if it's work-related, legal battle-related, or something else, like you were pulled into some drama that you didn't want to be a part of. That feels like it's on the outside of what I'm getting right here. So let's clarify this person's intentions. We got the King of Wands. The King of Wands, when it shows up as the intentions, that's the intent to take action. The King of Wands is an action taker. It's someone very proactive. It's someone very charismatic, very attractive. This is someone that walks in a room with a lot of confidence in themselves. Nine of Cups. And their intentions with you, Cancer, is the Nine of Cups clarified by the King of Wands. And then I see the Hierophant. So whomever this person is, their intent to reach out is to make you happy. And the Hierophant talks about following through with some sort of commitment. Like maybe they told themselves, all right, we're gonna reach out to Cancer on Wednesday. Let's follow through with that commitment because that's a special day for me and Cancer or something like that with that Nine of Cups being there. Okay. Why the Eight of Wands as this person's actions towards Cancer? Why the Eight of Wands? It feels like this is a spontaneous person, even though I just got a second ago that this person might like already be like pre-planning like how this person is going to do something. But I feel like the actual act feels spontaneous with that tornado pushing this energy. Okay, who is that? Thank you, 630 Moonchild. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Clarify that Eight of Wands, please. Clarify the Eight of Wands, please. Clarify the Eight of Wands. The High Priestess. And then I see the Five of Cups right underneath that. There may be a part of them that is a little concerned with whether or not you will be happy to hear from them. There is a part of them that might feel intuitively that either you're not really wanting to, you know, hear from them, or maybe there is some sadness behind your connection that never really gained closure, and they may be wondering if you're still holding on to something like that, or vice versa. That's for you, Cancer. But it looks like they're still going to go for it. All right, I went to pick up this deck, and one card wanted to stay on the table, and it's the Ace of Wands. So Cancer, I feel like this week, your week looks pretty lighthearted when it comes to whomever this person is. You got someone clearly interested in hearing from you, talking to you, and they feel like they're coming towards you with really good vibes. This is someone that really just wants to like have a nice discussion, maybe make a plan to go out for lunch or dinner or something like that, or hang out. I don't feel like this person has any ill will towards you, but I am getting on the side of this situation. You're being pulled into some sort of stressful situation. I don't know if there's some gossip around you at work, or something else is coming up to the surface that maybe is stressing you out. I feel like you're going to do the best job you can to divide it, all right, and enjoy whatever this is. So if you're in limited communication with someone right now, or in no contact, I'm going to pull their feelings for you right now. This could be a family member, friend, lover, whatever, but this is for my no contact group and my limited communication group. But as far as this reading is concerned, it feels like it could be the start of something. The start of something. It's not showing me just yet whether it would be a relationship, but it's showing me the start of something. All right. I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? Cancer, someone is still thinking about you, kind of assuming that you've already like forgotten who they are. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. Some of you Cancers do have someone that wants to reach out, but maybe they're scared that they're going to get hurt, whether it's because you reject their message, or they find out that you blocked them, or you just you sound unbothered when you respond back. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. You were my best friend, and I cherished our friendship above all others. Some of you Cancers, someone's missing the friendship you guys had, but I'm also getting that you guys may have also had some romantic undertones to your relationship, maybe friends with benefits, situationship sort of stuff. Someone's missing the actual friendship versus, you know, the hooking up part. It's like, I just want my buddy back is what I'm getting. All right, Cancer, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. And on to Aries. For zodiac signs that came through that reading, I have strong water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aries, and Taurus again. But it could be any zodiac sign. I love Sunday morning coffees. It's when I actually have the real deal and not homemade stuff used in a donkey's cup. All right. Hi, Aries. Let's see what's going on with you guys. What do we have for Aries for the next 7 days? The person that Aries has on their mind, how are they feeling towards them? What's their intentions with Aries for the week ahead? The Four of Swords wanted to hop out. Some of you Aries may be in no contact with someone right now. You guys may have taken a little bit of a breather on your relationship, whether it was because of fallout or things just got a little bit intense, so you guys just took a step back, or someone has just been kind of like going no contact without any sort of sign of why. We'll see if that card comes back out. Aries. What do we have for Aries? I'm looking at my sign on my wall, and here it says life is better with a cat. I'm wanting to get another cat. 2 more shuffles for Aries. 1, 2. Let's rock this deck for my awesome Aries. All right, so your person's feelings for you this week. We have the 2 of Wands. That's my planning card. That's my crossroad card. You know what? I've been planning and at a bit of a crossroads about getting a new cat because I already have 5. And look at this card. It's about planning, and it's got a freaking cat right there. Freaky deaky. Some of you Aries, I was guided to say that. Maybe someone's like, you know, at a crossroads with whether to talk to you, to extend something to you, to offer something to you, to, you know, to move forward, move ahead with something. What's their intentions with Aries? Queen of Pentacles. Hi, Tenacious. Hi, Girly Poo. Their behavior and actions towards you this week. The 8 of Wands. This was in the exact same position that I had in Cancer's reading in their behavior position. So this could be talking about Cancer season. Someone's really wanting to like open up, you know, positive lines of communication with you. Okay. Or you're connecting with a Cancer. What's your feelings for this person? The 6 of Pentacles. And the overall energy influencing the two of you, we have the 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups is nostalgia. The 6 of Cups is reminiscing. It's looking back at the recent events, even if the recent events was last night, right? You had a good night with someone, and the next morning you're sipping your coffee thinking, oh, that was a really good time I had with them last night. That's what the 6 of Cups could also represent as well. You've got somebody here planning to come towards you. I do feel like this person's coming in with a very stable energy about them. I don't feel like they're trying to bring you any drama or chaos. It feels really good. It feels really good. This is someone that's also very spiritual. So this might be something that drew you guys together in the first place. You guys' mutual, you know, interest in spirituality. And if that's not the case, you may be what is sparking someone's spiritual awakening just by, you know, connecting with you. So let's break it down. The High Priestess could also talk about silence. Something not being spoken. As I'm saying that, the Hanged Man wanted to come out to clarify this person's feelings. For some of you, something is paused. It's not moving forward. It's not regressing. It's just paused. And the 2 of Wands also connects to just pausing to figure out what direction to take. So this person, I feel like, is feeling like they need to take a step back for a second to really assess what they're really wanting to achieve here instead of just winging it. Because I feel like up to this point, someone has been just going with the flow, winging it, and someone's really trying to be more intentional, more purposeful with every move they make in order to see the outcome that they want come out, especially with their intentions being the Queen of Pentacles. You can't get any more purposeful than the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles always like thinks things through, reevaluates everything because they want to assure themselves of gaining a lot of value for their output. You know, planting a seed one time to get decades of crops and food and apples and things like that. That's how the Queen of Pentacles rolls. Work smarter than harder. You got someone keeping an eye on you. I saw that 4 of Swords during the pre-shuffle, so it's kind of telling me that communication between you and another person has slowed down significantly, if not halted. But the connection is not severed. Someone just needed to figure out what they really want before actually moving forward in order to not waste anyone's time. I am getting somebody feeling a little bit bummed at the decrease in attention. I don't know if that's you, Aries, or this person. And this is Cancer energy. Someone may have, you know, immediately just felt like, you know, bummed out by how the connection just, you know, dived down, nosedived, and just paused like that, which tells me that something started off really fast and fun and exciting. But with the 8 of Wands being this person's behavior this week, and it shows me that tornado, something feels like it's going to come in really quickly and unexpectedly, similar to how it started. So this could be a pattern. This could be a pattern of start and stopping And I don't feel like you're going to want to continue something like that, Aries, because that's exhausting to be in a constant state of we're on again, we're off again, we're talking, we're not talking. So you may want to have a serious conversation with this person to ask them, what's your purpose here? What are you wanting to gain out of it? I do feel like they're being intentional right now, but beforehand they may have not been. So maybe they are also in the mindset of, all right, we can't keep this on and off dynamic. That's just too confusing for both of us. We need to like really figure out what we want here, is what I'm getting off of that. So I'm getting a lot of incoming texting on both you guys' end this week. And the communication is informative with that Page of Swords. The Page of Swords comes in with new information, someone being very nosy, being very inquisitive, really wanting to ask the important questions that they've been reflecting on over the last few days, few hours, things like that. All right, so let's clarify your feelings, Aries. You may be fearful that something has been one-sided or that you're the one giving and, you know, just you're worried that you're not going to get it back in return. Knight of Swords. So clarifying your feelings, I'm looking at your facial response and it looks like you do look a bit ticked off about something. I don't know if you can see that. Come on, camera. Like, you're going to receive this person's message perhaps after maybe a few days of not hearing from them, maybe a week or two without hearing from them, and you're gonna at first be, you know, what do you want? Even though behind the scenes you may be happy to see their text or phone call, but you don't want them to see that you're excited because you initially you felt hurt, you felt bummed. Or that's vice versa for your person, Aries. Someone doesn't want the other person to know that they felt hurt not hearing from their person on a regular basis. Okay? But I also have the Fool, Aries energy, looking like there is a chance for a new beginning. All right? The Fool card comes in when you're able to understand a lesson, close that chapter out, and you know, start anew with new information that's going to help avoid any previous issues. Yeah, you guys are trying to agree on some things this week. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles as their intentions with Aries. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and Temperance. This is their intent to come towards you and to discuss a few things with you to see if you guys can get on the same page. Kind of like negotiating how to move this forward to where everyone feels like it's fair, it's balanced, it's equal. I like it, Aries. I like it. It feels like you guys are having a nice conversation that needs to be had, but you're going about it in a really like productive way. At first, you might be a little bit, what do you want? But that's like just the first layer, and then they respond with, this is what I want. And you're like, okay. So it doesn't feel like it's an energy that you keep with you for the whole entire conversation. Why the Eight of Wands, please, for this person's actions and behavior? Four of Pentacles, and then I see the Moon on the bottom. I feel like the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands is telling me that someone's trying to hold on to something because they see the value in it, okay? And also is trying to like get out of playing it safe. I do feel like someone tends to move secretly or tends to move with their emotions suppress, and may realize that they've got to open up a little bit in order to get what they're wanting in the same situation. But I do feel like this person's not a complete open book, so they're going to be open with you around this time frame, but there's still going to be some things that they're going to be keeping to themselves until, you know, things become more consistent with the two of you. It's kind of what that's showing me. So let's get the hidden message for those in limited contact or in no contact, which this feels like limited contact based off of this reading. So I feel like you're going to resonate with this. For zodiac signs that's coming in, Aries, I have Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Pisces again, Earth showed up, but it could be any zodiac sign. Please rock that like and subscribe button, figure if you haven't already. I appreciate you. I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. That brings me back to what I said earlier. Someone may be triggering someone's spiritual awakening. I couldn't go against my family to be with you. That could be interpreted in many different ways, Aries. So I'll let you tell yourself whether that resonates or not. I'll give a couple examples. One could be someone's from a religious background where they only want their children to marry a certain religion or whatever the case may be, or social status, money status. Or the other could be someone was actually in another relationship with kids and all, and it was a third party, and someone didn't choose to leave their family to start a relationship over elsewhere. That's not going to be for everybody, obviously. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. I let my ego get in our way. I couldn't let go of my pride, but you saw through me. You know the truth about me. All right, Aries, that's for you. Hope that helps. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. On to Taurus. Hey Taurus, what up buttercups? All right. Oh crap, I didn't bring my chapstick up here. Wah, wah. Well, that blows. Okay. I usually have another somewhere stashed. All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus this week? For the next 7 days, how does their person feel about them? Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus, please? Two more shuffles? One and two. Let's rock this and deck for my terrific Taurians. All right, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the High Priestess, major for Pisces. Their intentions with you, we have the Star, major for Aquarius. Their behavior and actions towards you, the Seven of Pentacles, that's Moon in Taurus. I believe it's Moon in Taurus. It's definitely Taurus, but I think it's Moon. Moon or Venus, I don't know. Your feelings for this person, the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And the overall energy for the two of you this week, the Six of Cups. Aries just had that as their overall. Doesn't mean that you're dealing with an Aries, but you could be a cusper. Ace of Swords and the Fool is right underneath that. So Taurus, this week, it feels like you and another person are both, you know, in your feelings about the relationship. I don't know what your status is right now. I'll know more as I dive deeper. But it's safe to say that you and another person are feeling very nostalgic over the two of you, whether reflecting on the most recent date you had, reflecting on the most recent conversation you guys had. It feels good. It feels good. It's just, it feels like someone's wanting to continue having more of these hangouts, conversations, things like that with you. And it feels like someone is feeling motivated to like take some sort of chance, take some sort of risk. I do feel like with this person coming in with the High Priestess as their feelings, there's some things that they keep to themselves. But that Ace of Swords could be talking about preparing to speak up about something. Or the High Priestess could also be talking about feeling a spiritual closeness to you. Like meeting for the first time and feeling familiar with you. Why the High Priestess for how this person is feeling towards Taurus, please? Why the High Priestess? The Lover's card. Yeah. Taurus, what is going on with you for the last few months? Your readings have been a theme lately. I feel like I need a theme song for it. For the last few months, I have been constantly getting this strong feeling that the Taurians that are watching me are getting prepared to be in union with somebody. Okay, whether you're single or you're already connecting to someone that you feel like has good potential, that's been repeatedly coming through. And you may be getting a lot of synchronicities, repeated numbers. Whomever this person is, whether you are aware of them or not, someone's feeling like this intuitive pull towards you. Strength card, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. How does Taurus feel about this person? You are coming in slow and steady. You're not someone that rushes. You're not someone that goes all in. But your feeling for this person is that you see it as something worth your time and investment, to the point where you're kind of moving at a rate that allows you to build a secure foundation rather than go headfirst into the sex, you know, the romance aspect, things like that. This is you really curing some sort of foundation with them first, is kind of what that's telling me. Or you feel like they're doing that with you. And that could be why the Seven of Pentacles is in this person's behavior position. That's investing in a situation to see it produce long-term results, Seven of Pentacles. A card flipped out. Knight of Wands. So clarifying your feelings, Taurus, I also have the Knight of Wands, which tells me that not only do you see this as a practical fit, but you also feel like you're very attracted to this person. The physical attraction is there, the chemistry is there, the romance is there. Everything is there, okay, for something long-term to be built. This feels very new. I don't have the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups to confirm whether this will lead to a long-term relationship, but it is showing me that it's the makings of at least a serious relationship. Their intentions with you around this time frame is the Star. Why the Star? The Star comes in as intentions when you're intending to keep hope and faith that something is worth your time and investment, is going to be as great as you think it feels right now. Why the Star card? Ooh, the Devil and the Chariot. I feel like this person switches back between confidence and deep insecurities surrounding what to do here. The Chariot shows in this art depiction someone with two different paths to take. One path could take them to securing something really healthy and beautiful with you. The other path could be someone getting into their insecurities and starting to like create doubt where there's no doubt, to create fear where there's no fear, and really start to like enhance one's shadow side in the relationship. We all have a shadow side. For example, say you're dealing with someone and you really like them and you're really trying to stay hopeful and positive with the Star card, that everything's going to work out, everything is fine, and everything's in divine timing. But then one moment you're like, but what if Taurus is talking to someone else? What if Taurus likes somebody at their job? Blah, blah, blah. Insecurity and jealousy starts to take over what was originally confidence. That could be what that's telling me. And I'm getting all major arcana for this person's energy towards you. All majors. All majors. So whomever this person may be, Taurus, if this does not turn into anything, you guys were supposed to cross paths. There is a written soulmate contract here between you and this person. Someone is supposed to be here. Someone was supposed to meet. Whether to help someone through dealing with their shadow, or you guys were supposed to be leaning on each other through a hardship. It feels like you guys are crossing paths for a reason. There is a written soulmate contract. Okay. To see this many major arcanas, yeah. I am getting that when someone met, they were still on their healing journey, whether you or this person. Like someone was really trying to work on bettering themselves. All right, this person's behavior is the Seven of Pentacles. Why the Seven of Pentacles, please? Why the Seven of Pentacles, please? King of Pentacles. And then I see the World card underneath that. Yeah, Taurus, it does feel like you've got somebody here that's really trying to find someone to really like settle down with, and they see a lot of potential in you. You both do. Dive into that Six of Cups, please. With the Six of Cups being here, and the Lovers card, and the High Priestess showing me a reader, If you felt familiar to this person right away, like you feel like it was just like a long lost friend, even if you only met 30 seconds prior, there could be past life energy between the two of you, and there could be a clearing of unresolved karma from a previous life that might be coming into like be settled first before everything else starts to really evolve, you know? And don't get scared about the word karma. We all have karma. Good karma, bad karma. You know, it's just debt that we still have to pay off in order to be cleared of it, just like paying off your credit card. All right, the World card, Two of Cups, just got my attention. For some of you Taurians, this connection may start off as a sweet friendship where the intent was to just connect as friends and someone fell hard and it feels like it's mutual. That's for some of you. It feels like a very romantic connection blossoms after you guys are leaning on each other like besties. I'm strongly getting bestie vibes off of the two of you, but the feeling was always there of feeling drawn and familiar to someone, but people wrote it off as, hey, we could be really good friends. And then it just, this person just one morning was like, no, I want more than just friendship with Taurus. You cannot ignore the Lovers card. You just can't. That's a really strong magnetic pull towards another person. Like, for example, Taurus, to explain the Lovers card when two people are trying to be just friends, picture it as two people who had just gone to the bar walking down the street, and they're like bumping into each other while they're trying to walk parallel. They're bumping into each other and they're like, oh, quit running into me. Imagine being that way, but not after drinking, where you're walking side by side, but somehow it always feels like something pulls you guys to like rub against each other and like have that physical touch. That's when you know that there's something deeper that the universe is trying to get your attention on, and it's not one of those types of people that you can easily dismiss and rule off as just a friend, just a coworker, oh, that person's not into me, blah, 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 blah. If you're feeling pulled towards someone and you can't understand why, this because you have a written soul contract. And there's some sort of lesson here too that's going to help somebody shapeshift them into a new timeline that looks like beneficial for all parties, especially one though. All right, so anything else for Taurus before I pull the hidden message? Now remember, Taurus, the hidden message is for those who are in limited contact or no contact with someone, whether family member, friend, coworker, whatever. Tell me more about Taurus. The World card came back out. So the World card is telling me that you're going to be reaching a milestone very soon, Taurus, and you look really at peace about something. It's like it's something that you really value or welcome in your life. You're going to feel really good about something, okay? But the World card could also be leveling up a relationship, going from dating to being more exclusive, or Love Island talk, closed off. I love that show. I am so hooked. Anything else for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus? We have the Ten of Swords, Three of Cups. Side message, side message. Some of you Taurians may have an ex trying to hit back up with you. I wouldn't do it, all right? Just when the universe is trying to bring in someone that is in alignment with us, they may try to tempt us with, you know, a ex that we keep on going on and off with, or someone that has hurt us but is trying to act like everything is better now, blah, 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 and may try to reconnect with you and like really tempt you with some sort of offer. I'm getting that it's not in your best interest, all right? But definitely do what you gotta do, because I'm feeling like there is a new connection here that's really beautiful. And just before it starts, the universe will sometimes tempt us with an old version of ourselves that we don't want to revisit due to fear of loneliness and not having another person, when clearly there is someone coming towards you who's going to really, really make you feel good, okay? That's a side message, okay? Don't force it. Let's get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that are coming through, you've got Pisces here, Gemini here, Aquarius here, Capricorn here, Cancer, and Aries, but it could be any zodiac sign. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. That connects to the sidebar message, Taurus. If you are in limited contact or no contact with someone right now, they are working on themselves to try back up with you again. That's totally up to you if you want to give that another go. But I don't know, the relationship dynamic I pulled for you in the spread today looks like it's something really, really could be healthy and beneficial. But if it is this person coming towards you a little bit different, or you guys going towards each other different together, like you both worked on yourselves, great. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart. Now I don't know how to let you go. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. I did get the world card twice, so someone may be at a distance from you and they think about traveling to you from time to time, wondering what you're up to. But definitely do what you gotta do, Taurus, all right? I love ya. On to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Gemmy. Time to get some new chalk, girl. Yes, don't procrastinate. Put that in your Amazon chart. Oh, wait, no, I do have chalk. Hold on. Yay! Okay. Sorry, inside thoughts coming out. All right. Hey, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you and your person this week. See how they feel about you. Gemini, what do we have for Gemini, please? For the next 7 days, what do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini, please? The Knight of Swords wanted to hop on my lap. Well, it actually did. The Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy, talks about really quick communication, like waking up one morning and seeing like 7 different notifications from the same person, you know, like they have, like they're thinking as they're typing and sending while still thinking other thoughts that they want to share to you. You wake up one morning and you're like, whoa, geez, this person just like dropped a whole bunch of text messages on me. Okay. I do have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, perhaps indicating that someone may be coming towards you with a sincere opportunity, wanting to meet up for lunch, wanting to see how you're doing, wanting to go for a drive. I don't know where I got the drive from. I don't have anything that shows me a car. Well, a broom. Could be a motorcycle. Hey, Gemini, hopped on back. That could be a side message for you, Gemini, that you're going to wake up one morning this week and you're going to see a whole bunch of notifications coming in from someone wanting to like meet up and hang out, go out for lunch, go cruising. All right, Gemini, what do we have for Gemini this week? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the 9 of Swords. Their intentions with you, we have the 8 of Wands. This card keeps on coming out. It's stalking today's reading. Their behavior and actions, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person, the 2 of Wands. And the overall energy for the 2 of you this week, we have the Knight of Cups. Influenced by the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I'm getting like 2 messages, but I don't know which one to start with. All right. Your person's coming in with the 9 of Swords as their feelings and the 9 of Pentacles as their behavior. This could be talking about your person. Sorry, my fan keeps on blowing the cards. It's not me doing this. I promise you. It's my fan doing that. Someone could be acting very unbothered, looking very calm, but behind the scenes, they're stressing, they're worried about you. Whether they're worried because you're not really talking to them as much as you usually do, or you guys had a fight, or something else went on. With your feelings being the 2 of Wands, you look like you're pondering a few things. You're looking like you're just deep in thought, just trying to figure out what you want to do moving forward for the week ahead, not looking angry, not looking stressed, just figuring things out. You know, you're just not in active mode, you're in passive mode. And they may be trying to look like it's not bothering them, but it looks like they're stressful. Or the other message that I was getting is that with their intentions being the Eight of Wands, Gemini, the Eight of Wands is intending to text, call you, FaceTime you, just travel to you, whatever the case may be. This communication that they have with you may take them from being stressed out and nervous to feeling a lot better. But I don't know how I feel about that, because that may show signs of codependent on hearing from you to feel good about themselves. Like their mood depends on whether you talk to them that day. That's codependence. That's the Nine of Cups in reverse. Now, that may not be what's going on here. It could just be that this was an isolated situation where you guys didn't talk much for the last couple of days and they're just bummed out and they really want to hear from you. And that on a regular day-to-day, they don't give you all that power to affect their emotions that strongly. But it feels like this week, without hearing from you, it kind of like messes with their day. I do feel like someone is coming towards you, wanting to be very flirty and sweet with you. The Knight of Cups is someone being very romantic. All right, so let's break it down. I'm going to start with the Nine of Swords. Why the Nine of Swords for how this person is feeling towards Gemini? The Star and the Queen of Wands. They're very attracted to you. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is someone that's feeling hopeful about something with the two of you. And the Star card does come out after the Tower card. The Tower is the number 16, Star is the number 17. So this person could be telling me right now that you guys had a Tower moment together, and this person is still stressed out about everything that may have happened, what was said, what was needing to be said, things like that. And this person is worried about whether you guys can heal from whatever the Tower did. But if you guys did not have a Tower, this could be this person's own internal Tower within themselves. And you may have no idea about it. Like someone may be fighting some inner demons with the devil now showing up. Some deep insecurities. All right, so let's clarify your feelings. We got the Two of Wands. Someone fears losing control. Why the Two of Wands? Why the Two of Wands? Why the Two of Wands? The Page of Wands. You do want to talk to this person. You're open to it. You're open to it. You're coming in kind of casual. You're not coming in with like wanting to have one of those serious conversations, but you're definitely open to like, hey, how's your day? You know, what'd you do at work today? Blah, blah, blah. Did you try that new Chipotle menu item? Blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Gemini. Yeah, you're keeping some things to yourself. With the Moon and Temperance showing up now, and then I see the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords, that could be acknowledging that you and this person may have had a little bit of a squabble with that Five of Wands, and someone needed to take some time to like, you know, calm down before saying anything else. And you guys may have like pulled back your energy a little bit. Clarify that Eight of Wands for this person's intentions. The Chariot and the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Swords. So Gemini, you've got someone that wants to break no contact if you guys are not talking to each other right now. But if you guys are talking, it does feel limited, where this person may feel like they've got to, you know, really come through with what they're really wanting to achieve here, because Geminis can, you know, really sense when someone is not like coming in with clear intentions. But I feel like in regards to you, Gemini, someone may be worried that you're not taking the relationship with them as seriously as they are with you. Someone here may have also went through a breakup for this relationship. Like some of you Geminis may be dealing with someone that actually left someone to start something with you, and now they're worried that they don't even have you. That's only going to hit home for maybe one or few of you. All right, but back to the original message. I'm feeling like someone's wanting to come out of the cold. Five of Pentacles in the upright is being left on red, being ghosted, being left behind, not really getting much communication, just getting the cold chill. Five of Pentacles in reverse is like, all right, come inside, let's get warmed up. And it's coming off of the end of the Eight of Wands. So this is all about fun, warm passionate communication. Ace of Swords. This card seems to be coming out a lot. So Gemini, you've got somebody here that wants to break the ice. And they're looking like they're the ones doing it. And that could be why they've got some trepidation. The Nine of Pentacles is their behavior going forward. Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, and I see the Three of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So Gemini, you've got somebody here that's looking over their opportunities, their options, and one of the opportunities that they're choosing is to work together with you to see if you guys can, come together this week and just like enjoy each other's company and not have it be stressful. Someone just wants to like be around you and be able to enjoy the relationship wherever it's at. I don't know your status, but someone doesn't want any drama with you. Someone just feels like they're out of place right now. They feel like they're not really, on your good side, or they may feel like they're the only ones that are feeling this relationship on a serious level and that you're seeing them just as a friend or seeing them as just someone to hook up with or flirt with. They're kind of worried that they're on this on their own. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups. That was the overall influence. Usually the overall influence tells me both parties has this feeling. Why the Knight of Cups? That's Cancer, Pisces. The Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Oof. For some, this is third-party energy where someone made a choice to be with another and then the person that they chose didn't choose them back. For others, there could be, a situation going on where one's feeling starts to grow rapidly while the other's is still in a, want to have fun but not take it too seriously feelings, and it hurts someone's feelings. Like there's a huge difference between the Queen of Cups feelings and the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups is, I have unconditional love for you. I want this to work out. And the Knight of Cups is, yeah, I have romantic feelings for you, but I'm not sure if I want to be with you. Big difference. Okay? So there could have been a disagreement on, what both parties wanted. And Gemini, it kind of feels like you're coming in being like, I'm not sure about how I feel about you. I'm not sure if I want to take it that route just yet, but I'm willing to connect with you. You're speaking your truth this week with that Queen of Swords. You're speaking your truth. You're not trying to keep someone in the dark. If they ask you direct questions, you will give them direct answers. But it's like you feel like they have to come to you at least and ask you straight up instead of beat around the bush and make you, guess that this is what they want to talk about. All right. So let's get the hidden message for those of you in limited communication with someone or no contact. But for zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius. It could be any zodiac sign though. Ooh, you got a bonus card. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? Yeah, I'm strongly getting someone nervous to reach out and text you. They want to, but they're nervous. You are my best friend and I cherished our friendship above all others. I got that same message during Cancer's reading. So some of you may have, had some sort of disagreement or fallout, or you guys you haven't been really talking to each other much during Cancer season, or you're dealing with a Cancer. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. I'm trying to move on from you, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. Some of you Geminis, you got someone that may be looking unbothered on social media, but is really having trouble letting you go, really behind the scenes. You were my home and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. All the cards coming out are matching what I had in your spread. All right, Gemini, I hope that helps. I love you. On to the Leos. Cancer, if you're watching this expecting your zodiac sign to be next, I did yours first because it's your birthday season. All you have to do is rewind to the very beginning of the reading, probably at the 2-minute timestamp. By the way, you guys, I finally started using my brand new camera. I started using it on Virgo's reading, and then I used it on Libra's reading. I'm so excited. The focus is so freaking good. No more blurry cards. Now I'm just trying to figure out what lighting I want. I tried out the sunset vibe. I'm going to try out something else. All right. Leo, what do we have for Leo? Almost your birthday season, Leo. Let's see what's going on for you for the week ahead. What do we have for Leo for the next 7 days, please? This card wanted my attention, and it's the Ace of Wands. I love seeing that card for a fire sign reading. I see the Chariot right underneath that. So this could be telling me from Cancer season going into your fire sign season, there's going to be some sort of big change happening for you, but it feels really exciting. Feels really good. You may have felt like your love life has been kind of on pause, kind of living up in the air, and you know, there could be some changes. All right, what do we have for Leo, please? What do we have for Leo? 2 more shuffles for Leo. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Leos. All right, so your person's feelings for you, we have the Page of Cups. Leo, someone's got a crush on you. Or someone's looking at the situation with you with a fresh set of eyes or a fresh perspective. All right, their intentions this week is the Page of Wands. You're getting a text message from someone being very sweet, kind-hearted. Their behavior towards you this week is the 10 of Cups. Your feelings for this person, the 4 of Swords. Some of you may have been in no contact with this person. Not that you guys were broken up or anything like that. When I say no contact, it doesn't have to be some sort of awful fight led to no speaking. No speaking, really? Your grammar is not grammaring. Rewind. No contact could simply be you guys met, you guys were very flirty with each other, but nothing really got off the ground. Time has flew by, and this person's like hitting you up in your DM, being like, hey, Leo, saw your new picture. You look cute. You want to meet up this weekend and have a picnic? You know, it could be simply that. Because the energy that this person's coming in with is not coming in with, you know, is Leo still mad at me vibes, okay? But we'll see. We'll see. But either way, you're over here chilling, you're resting, you're taking a little bit of a break from your work, you know, and out of nowhere, a phone call comes in, a text message comes in from someone that has been thinking about you. And I'll clarify that to see if you're happy about it. What could, hold on, rewind. I'm mixing this with my individual readings. The overall energy for Leo this week, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the Strength card. Oh, Leo, you don't see this coming. This comes out of nowhere. Look at the art depiction, Leo. You got this card that shows me that big old tornado behind you. In this art depiction, you got that big old tornado behind you. In this art depiction, you got a freaking blindfold over your eyes. In this picture, you got your eyes closed. You don't see it coming. Now, I just want to see how you feel about it. With the 8 of Wands being here and the Strength card, that's strong Leo emphasis, okay? Hinting that this week, while we're still in Cancer season, someone's thinking about you, someone's wanting to reach out to you, but maybe they execute this message next week, which starts Leo season, because that's Leo energy as well. When does Leo season start? July 21st? That's next Monday? I think. I don't remember. Either way, it feels like someone's thinking about something this week, making a plan, being thoughtful, and you might hear from them at the end of this week or the beginning of next week, okay? So let's take a look. Let's clarify this person's feelings for you, because we got the Page of Cups. Could be a younger water sign, doesn't have to be. But it's someone with their heart open. They're coming in possibly with a heartfelt message, because pages do often represent pages, or messages, excuse me. And this person's coming in with 2 pages. King of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. and the Empress. So the Empress as feelings, that talks about feeling ready to nurture something, feeling like you are loving, caring. When you look at the Empress card, it also shows me a pregnant woman. Not saying that anyone's getting pregnant or anything like that, but could happen. But it's showing me that something's being developed. Something's not being given birth yet, just yet. So that kind of matches what I just said a moment ago, where this week your person's in the gestational period of thinking about how they want to come towards you, but maybe next week or at the end of the week they give birth to this communication. It's kind of what I'm getting. Could be an earth sign, strong Taurus vibes I'm getting, or you could have strong Taurus in your chart. But you got someone that's coming in as a king, delivering a page-like message. The Star, 8 of Cups, the Devil. Ooh, someone recently walked away from something that was not good for them. Could be you or someone else. Capricorn is here for that. Aquarius is here for that. I am getting that someone had to turn their back on some things that were just not good for their mental health, their well-being, and needed to take a little bit of a breather from that before getting into anything else. That could be you, Leo, because you're the one that came in with the 4 of Swords. You may have been doing some deep spiritual work, deep healing for yourself after maybe being involved with someone that liked to have control over everything that the relationship was, is, or could be. Or someone mistook your kindness as weakness. It doesn't feel like it's this person. All right, whoever this person is, they're coming in with a very lighthearted energy about them. And I love to see the Empress as feelings. Let's clarify how you feel about this person. We got the 4 of Swords. So the more I'm diving into it, it's not necessarily no contact with this person, but that you just been on your healing journey and you haven't really been talking to many people. I have the Knight of Pentacles coming out and the Temperance. That's Sagittarius energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Leo, some of you might actually be manifesting this type of interaction into your life, because the 4 of Swords could be you meditating, you doing some, work on yourself, trying to call in a lifestyle that you're wanting for yourself, doing like a quantum leap, doing a timeline shift, just wanting to have your life be the way that you're envisioning it. That's law of attraction, manifestation, all that stuff going on here. And you're coming from a very peaceful space, not out of desperation, not out of need, but as a feeling of deserving and, being really balanced. I absolutely love that. The Knight of Pentacles is your way of saying that you feel someone is coming towards you, but they're taking the back road, they're taking the slow route to get to you rather than rushing with you. Like someone driving and choosing to hit no tolls on their GPS, just taking the long way. That allows them to see more, get more details. All right, their intentions with you is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands comes in with exciting news. Maybe they're reaching out being like, hey, Leo, guess what? I just got a promotion at work. You want to talk about it? As a way to just talk to you. Clarify that Page of Wands. Clarify that Page of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is putting in the effort, putting in the work, really wanting to show up in a way that really shows you that they are someone that you should take seriously. Underneath that is the 9 of Swords and the King of Wands. That could be you, Leo, with that King of Wands energy, or it could be your person. They might also have strong fire placements. Someone may have a little bit of nervousness surrounding that confident exterior. Okay, so there could be some trepidation surrounding somebody who really wants to talk to you and see how you're doing, but may have fears that either you may not be ready for what they're trying to propose, or there's still some unspoken things that you guys left off last time you guys talked, if this is someone that you did actually take a break from. I'm just not getting that this is an ex or anything like that. It feels like this could have been a friend that you were starting off dating or something like that. And maybe you guys took a break from the connection because it wasn't really going anywhere. And now someone's hasn't been able to stop thinking about someone after all this time, however long it's been, weeks, months, year, I don't know. And is trying to like start something up again. That's a side message for someone. If things have started at one point in time and then it kind of drifted off. But for the Leos who have never really had a history with this person, I feel like this is someone that's really trying to show up and, you know, use their best stuff on you. I am getting someone that works a lot or has been really dedicated to their career and maybe wasn't really focusing on romance. Their behavior towards you this week is the 10 of Cups. Let's take a look. Why the 10 of Cups, please? Why the 10 of Cups? That scene looks like someone having a picnic with somebody. The Hanged Man, and then I see the 8 of Swords right underneath that, and the 6 of Cups. So Leo, it feels like their behavior this week is leaning towards a future with you. And the Hanged Man shows something needing a little bit more time before like taking action on someone taking a passive approach, which totally confirms what I said earlier about maybe this week not being when the action is taken, but maybe going into Leo season, which I think is at the end of July 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Because someone's feeling like their history has been restricting them, whether they feel like their past kind of held them back from finding true happiness and love with people, or you guys have history, 6 of Cups, that's left them feeling restricted on how they can show up for you around this time frame. Okay, but the 8 of Swords is all mental. Yeah, I'm getting a side message for a Leo out there who may have like stopped talking to this person because of some sort of misunderstanding or some sort of misjudgment of something, and there was no closure. You guys just stopped talking to each other. There was like no big fight or anything like that, but a misunderstanding that left to no talking. Okay, that's for some of you. Clarify the Strength card, the 2 of Swords, 8 of Wands, please, for the overall energy for Leo in this situation this week. The 5 of Pentacles and the Magician and the Hermit. Ooh, yeah. Someone's trying to come out of the cold with you, Leo. So I feel like that side message may be for like 40% of you rather than just like 5% of you. So I feel like 60% of you Leos, this is someone new that you're building with and they're really liking you and they're coming in very sweet and thoughtful. I like their vibe. And for the 40% of you, it feels like you and this person had something going and then something happened and you just stopped talking, but it doesn't feel like it was like bad blood or anything like that. And I feel like I got that for you last week. And someone's trying to manifest communication, and that could be you too. You and this person could both be manifesting communication. Thank you, Queen C, 1111. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, girl. So you both feel like you're kind of calling each other in to have like some sort of, you know, like meetup. It feels like you both go to each other for support, or you guys would be there for each other through support. Anything else for Leo before I pull the hidden message? Now, remember, Leo, the hidden message is for those in limited communication with someone or no contact, whether it's a family member, a friend, a lover. It could be anybody, all right, to see what their thoughts and opinions are of the no contact. Anything else for Leo? The 6 of Swords and the Hierophant. Leo, it feels like as of right now, you're trying your best to move forward in some regard, but something keeps on whispering in your ear to look back over your shoulders at something and to really understand a lesson behind it, okay? I'm strongly getting that. Like you would be moving energetically away from something, but something like whispers in your ear, like it's your higher self or your spirit guide going, pss, 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 pss. And it gets you to look over your shoulder to really look at what you're leaving behind, to whether make certain that you're not forgetting something, or to look back to make certain that you're understanding why something happened the way that it did, so that way you can learn from it. Because the Hierophant is also here to teach us valuable lessons about our self-worth, our value, what we want and don't want, so that way we don't make the same mistakes or choose the same things that hurt us. But the 6 of Swords is you healing and moving on from a very stressful time of your love life and no longer wishing to put yourself in those situations ever again. I'm getting a divorcee for someone here. Like someone is already a divorcee and is looking to find new love and is really careful this time around. Or someone was almost married and is now like, all right, I got to do better. I got to choose better. Things like that. All right. So let's get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that came through your reading, I have Leo. So it could be a fellow Leo. I have Sagittarius here. I have Taurus here. I have Capricorn here. Gemini, Virgo. Pisces. It could be any zodiac sign though. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you're a girl. If you haven't already, I appreciate you. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. Yeah, some of you Leos, you either live far away from this person and that's what impacted your relationship. Maybe you guys used to live close and then someone moved. And for others, there's been some distance between the two of you, whether because of busy life schedules, things like that, or something happened between the two of you that never really was addressed and it kind of just was put to the side, no closure at all. And someone doesn't know how to like jumpstart something again. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? No one ever loved me again the way that you did. I never appreciated you until you were gone. All right, Leo, that's for you. I hope that helps. I love ya. On to Virgo. Hey Virgo, what up? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Oh, you're welcome, Wolfie. All right, what do we have for Virgo? Hold on, I need more lotion. Can't believe I left my Burt's Bees downstairs. Dang it. Shuffling makes your hands super dry. All right. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo, please? That and I love lotion. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo, please? Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? Who are they here to hear about? How do they feel about each other this week? 2 more shuffles for Virgo. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, Virgo, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the Queen of Pentacles. That's Virgo energy. Their intentions towards you this week. We have the King of Wands. That's Leo energy. Their behavior and actions with you. The 6 of Swords. Your feelings for this person. We have the Knight of Cups. Water energy, specifically Pisces. In the overall energy for the two of you this week, we have the 8 of Swords. Influenced by the 5 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Sun and the Moon. Virgo, you got somebody coming through this week thinking, can we get past that? You know, is it okay if we can just like get past that and just like enjoy ourselves? That came through strongly. Like someone is like, does that really have to like damper our situation right now? Okay. Someone is possibly thinking that they may have sabotaged something, whether because of speaking up about something that should not have been spoken up about, like foot and mouth syndrome, or someone may have not followed through with something and it caused some conflict and strife. And that King of Wands could be saying that someone's ready for some sort of action and follow through. Clarify this person's feelings for Virgo. When the Queen of Pentacles shows up as feelings, this is telling me that this person feels like you're very grounding, you're very calm, you give off, you know, this just like, you know, reliable vibes. Like this person feels like they can trust you on your word, which could tell me that this person didn't follow through with something that they may have promised you, and it kind of left you feeling like, I don't know about this. Why the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 8 of Wands? They may feel like you're being a bit like tough with them this week, whether it's tough love or just like trying to reaffirm boundaries. They may feel like even though they see you as a very calm and stable energy, they may feel like you're being a little bit, you know, tough on them this week because of something that you want to correct. Yeah, you're just reaffirming boundaries that you already had set, Virgo, but you still have romantic feelings for this person. You're just letting this person know that I don't care how I feel about you, my self-respect, my value, all that needs to be respected, okay? So I don't know exactly what happened, but it sparked some sort of frustration in the situation with the Five of Wands. Like, for example, sitting on the couch watching a movie and someone may have made a comment about, you know, someone on TV that didn't sit right by you and you felt disrespected and you brought it to their attention. It could just be something like that. It could be minor. Clarify Virgo's feelings for this person. Why the Knight of Cups? The Five of Pentacles. Even though you have romantic feelings for this person, you may have had to leave them out in the cold a little bit to remind them that you're not the one. You're not the one to F around and find out with. And you're really not. I know a lot of Virgos. You guys are not the one. You guys come in with receipts if someone is trying to like try it with you. You guys keep a lot of good details. And you don't forget anything. So I definitely feel like this week you're coming in with a soft side while also coming in with the, you know, I don't want this to go a certain way. Are you okay with that? If not, then I'm not the person for you. Let's clarify that overall energy. Let's see a little bit more about what's going on. Why the Five of Wands with the Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords? The Ten of Swords. Dang, and the Two of Cups. Did someone threaten to break up? Or did someone threaten to block someone but didn't mean it? And someone's like, hey, if you're going to say it, you might as well follow through with it. Like Virgo, you may be dealing with someone that might throw threats during an argument and not follow through. But this time you're letting them know, look, there's consequences for saying some sort of threat to me. Like, oh, I'm just going to leave this situation, go find someone else who's going to love me the way. It's like you may feel like someone threw a threat at you and it kind of like put a cloud over your relationship. Like someone thought you were going to bow down to some sort of threat and instead you're like, there's the door. But you still have feelings for this person. Okay? Now, cross-watch it, flip it if you need to, and only take what resonates with you. It's just, that's kind of what I'm getting. Virgo, you and this person, I feel like, do get along pretty well, but I do feel like someone does get the tendency to get, you know, a little bit mouthy when they're feeling some sort of way, and, you know, and then backtracks. And you remember every detail. And you're like, no, remember when you said this to me on Thursday? I don't appreciate that. No, this can't continue like that. So let's clarify their intentions. We got the King of Wands. Why the King of Wands? Some of you guys could be Leo, Virgo, Cuspies. You don't have to be, but I am getting some Leo energy here. Seven of Pentacles. So this person's intentions is to reassess everything, to like really take stock of everything that you're trying to say and see if this is something that they can work on and like do better on. And I am seeing the Devil and the Nine of Swords. I feel like for some of you Virgos, this person may not have been aware of some sort of pattern or behavior until you spoke up about it. And that could be why you're here to connect with them, to be the one that says it to them so that they can take accountability if they do so choose. Other people may have never called them out on it, so they didn't even know that they were doing something wrong in the first place. Or maybe they didn't even catch that they were coming off that way, and by you speaking up to correct it may be a part of their shadow work. You know, I said this in a YouTube short, I think a couple weeks ago. You know, you never know if something you're needing to say is actually a part of their spiritual lesson, spiritual journey, you know, but holding back saying it out of fear of upsetting somebody. Like it was a part of like a people-pleasing video I did. where afraid to call out someone for their BS behavior out of fear of like hurting their feelings, but at the same time, it might be something that need to be said for someone to be like, look, wow, I didn't know I came off that way. Is this the reason why my other relationships left? Is this why other people don't want to be around me as much? Like that sort of thing with the Devil, Nine of Swords. Virgos will call you out. Scorpios too. Scorpios, Geminis, and Virgos, I've noticed, do call people out on their BS, even if it hurts one's feelings. If it's the truth and they come in it with grace and tact, it can really be helpful. Okay? So I got the Six of Swords coming in as this person's behavior. It does feel like this is someone that's really wanting to, you know, make things peaceful again. Why the Six of Swords? And that art depiction shows me someone moving forward, but also looking back at them, which could indicate that this person may be reflecting on past events where the same situation may have occurred, but they were not given the same grace that you are giving them to do something differently to correct it so you guys can move forward together. They may be used to people just abandoning them without even letting them know what the heck that they did so that they could have a choice to correct it. Or this is vice versa. Why the Six of Swords? Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah, so Virgo, I'm strongly getting that this was a part of a spiritual lesson, whatever the situation is. And someone's got a 50-50 chance to like correct something to be able to move forward with you if they do so choose. And it looks like someone's throwing a coin up in the air. Heads, I go towards this. Tails, I don't. And I just let the situation repeat itself. Yeah. So Virgo, I do feel like you are open to exploring more with this person, but you want to make certain that you're being treated the way you deserve to be treated, and same with this person. Okay, to really have a successful relationship, it has to be built off of mutual love, respect for each other, and to just be able to feel safe with each other without fearing being like mistreated. Okay. I do feel like this is a soulmate contract. Yeah, someone's meant to like heal from some sort of childhood stuff. Maybe this was something because of someone's childhood and upbringing. Someone may be used to reacting in manners like that because that's how they were raised. Like maybe someone witnessed their mom and dad constantly throwing out the word, I want a divorce, but they were married for 40 years after that. Just using that word to hurt the other in a fight, but never following through with it. But it's still painful every time it's said, but it also loses its strength every time it's said. All right, so for some of you Virgos, someone may have threatened to go ghost, or, I mean, you can't really threaten to go ghost, you just go ghost, because that's not really a ghosting if you're threatening it. Someone may have threatened to break up, talk to someone else, or to, you're not going to hear from me again, but immediately comes back. And you're just trying to like deal with it the best way you feel like you know how. Now, I'm going to pull from my limited contact or no contact group. But for zodiac signs that came through this reading, Virgo, I have Taurus. I have Capricorn. I got everybody. I got everybody here. All right. Virgo's hidden message. You are my best friend and I cherish our friendship above all others. Cancer got this, and was it Leo? I know Cancer did. You were my home and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. Yeah. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Yeah, someone's feelings have not changed, but they may feel like they've lost someone's trust because of, you know, something that is apparently not like helpful for the relationship to grow. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. For some of you Virgos, someone regrets losing you, but at the same time chose to go towards someone easier, someone that's not going to call them out on their BS. Yeah. I feel like for some of you Virgos, someone felt too challenged by that. It's like, oh, I don't want to work on myself. I don't want someone that's going to mirror back at me some things I need to heal within myself. No, I'm going to find someone more submissive, someone that doesn't mind me saying that stuff and being hurtful. Someone else that may need to work on their shadow side too. All right, hope that helps, Virgo. I love you. On to Libra. Remember, don't force it. If you guys have a really good thing with somebody, this may be someone else's message. Hi, Libra. What up, buttercups? By the way, Libra, I posted a new video for you yesterday on my new camera. Please let me know what you think about that camera. Oh my goodness. I was like a little kid in a candy store setting it up, testing out the lighting and everything. It's got so many cool new settings. Anyway, and I got a new microphone too, so no one has to hear my stomach growl anymore. Anyways, sorry ASMR folks, you can't hear my stomach growl anymore. All right, Libra. What do we have for Libra for the next 7 days? What do we have for Libra? New camera for my individual videos. I'm using the same one for the live stream because this is just my phone. Libra, what do we have for Libra, please? 2 more shuffles for Libra. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Libras. All right, Libra, your person's feelings for you this week. We have the King of Cups. Wow, you're watching at 2:34 a.m. Dang, I cannot stay up past 9:30 p.m. Your person's intentions with you. Page of Pentacles. Their behavior and actions towards you. The 7 of Cups. Your feelings for them, the 8 of Swords, and the overall energy influencing the two of you the most. We have the Temperance card, the Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles is right underneath that. Could be a fellow Libra that you're dealing with. I have Sagittarius coming through in Scorpio. All right, so let's break it down. Let's put you right there. Okay. So your person's feelings for you this week, Libra, is the King of Cups. This is someone that's got a big old heart, but they don't wear their heart on their sleeve, so it might come off, you know, rough around the edges at times until you get closer to them. But someone's got deep emotions for you, or could have the potential of, you know, developing deep emotions for you because there's someone that's emotionally available. Why the King of Cups for how this person's feeling towards Libra this week? The Chariot, Cancerian energy. Now, the Chariot to the King of Cups, that's telling me that someone around this time frame, because we are currently in Cancer season, is feeling guided to move something further along and is just trying to figure out where you're at, where you stand, and whether you see the relationship the same way that they see you. I do feel like someone's trying to come towards you with, you know, a sign that they want to make more solid plans with you, but they're coming in baby steps, because the Page of Pentacles is kind of like, it's not making like a 20-year plan. It's like, hey, let's see how it goes for the next 6 months. It's that energy. It's seeing how, you know, a short-term plan plays out, and then the stakes get higher and higher and higher because you're dealing with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent person. They understand that you really need a solid foundation first before like really, you know, like throwing in everything. So someone here is just trying to be cognizant of it. I don't know if I said that word right. I am getting that someone had a recent disappointment, you know, kind of like give them a reality slap, because I do have the 5 of Cups here, whether that's you or your person. This is Scorpio energy. Some may have felt like they had a reality slap, like they thought something was one way, and then the universe said, guess again, and may have needed to like process those feelings in a way to like understand why something happened the way that it did. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you do have someone coming towards you, very protective. They've learned something. So let's clarify your feelings. You've got the 8 of Swords, Libra. The 8 of Swords often comes in when we are already writing something off before it even shows whether they're going to be good or not. It's just like feeling like you're limited anyway. Like you feel like the odds are stacked against you and this person already. Whether it's you guys live far away from each other at a distance, Chariot, or you're in something else that's, you know, for some. Clarify the Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, and I got the Knight of Swords. So Libra, you're throwing in a lot of pressure in this situation this week. You're throwing a lot of pressure at either this person or a lot of pressure at yourself. I feel like a lot of it may be unnecessary pressure due to the Eight of Swords. Like stressing yourself way more than you need to be about a situation that may not turn out to warrant that level of stress. Something like that. Like you're getting yourself mentally worked up into anxiety, and then when the situation actually plays out, you're going to be like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Why did I get so friggin' worked up? Like that. Like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of you, where you're getting yourself prepared to like have some sort of stressful event. And then when it happens, it's like, all right, well, that did not live up to its expectation. Clarify Libra's feelings again. I am getting that you're wanting to talk to this person about something, but you're stressing out about how they're going to respond to it. Tell me more about Libra's feelings. The Ace of Wands. You're wanting something to start like moving quicker. You may feel like something has been like a slow burn, a slow buildup, and you're starting to get a little antsy that you're not going to get what you're wanting in the situation. You're wanting like strong evidence that something is like here and ready to go, ready, locked and loaded. This is Leo energy, and we're about to step into Leo season next week. There might be times, Libra, that you're tempted to send this person a rude text because you're getting a little bit impatient. All right. But like I said before, this person may be moving at a slower pace just to see what the short-term investment produces versus going all in, you know, on a whim. So it's like this person feels like it's the best way to go, and you may not like agree with that. You may feel like everything is just feeling too much for you. Clarify the Page of Pentacles as this person's intentions. The Fool. They do intend to take some sort of chance here, stick their neck out a little bit more, but like I said, in like baby steps. All right? Like the Page of Pentacles to them could be taking a risk, but to you it's like, no, that's not a risk. All right? You promising me that we're going to be together for the next 6 months is not a risk. That's you playing it safe. It's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Libra. You're just not trusting why someone wants to move so slowly with you. Maybe there's something else going on behind their life that they haven't talked to you about that could shine light on why they feel like this process has to be this way for them. And maybe that's what's getting you a little bit worried. You may be thinking about every single scenario that could be going on, and it might be taking your mind to places that don't really need to be taken. You know, picturing the worst case scenarios that may be very far-fetched from what's actually going on with this person. All right, let's clarify the Seven of Cups. I am feeling like this is someone that fantasizes about things with you, fantasizes about the future, but I feel like they do take a more passive approach. Ooh, and then the Emperor shows up with the Tower. It feels like, Libra, whoever this person is, when they are ready to make a decision, they follow through. They go 10 toes down. They follow through, and it's like the energy I'm getting off this person, Libra, is that, yeah, they might take a while to, like, you know, make their mind up, but when they do, they don't change it. Versus someone that makes their mind up really quickly and then keeps on changing their mind after. What would you rather have? Someone who's thinking something through and is being very practical, very thoughtful, really taking the time to really figure out everything before making that final decision? Or would you want someone that makes that decision really quickly without thinking it through, gets you all excited, gets your hopes up, and then bails? I would prefer the Emperor than someone that's like, tell me what I want to hear right now and then doesn't follow through and disappoints me because now I know that you're not good on your word. For some of you Librans, your person may be feeling like you're a little bit wishy-washy, that you keep changing your mind, making something move very slow. Even though making your mind up quicker may make things move quicker, but it actually causes a backtrack because you guys have to go back and undo everything. I feel like Libra, this person may feel like you change your mind too often, and that's possibly why they want to take a more slower approach to make certain that this is going to manifest itself into something stable, because the Emperor and the King of Cups wants something stable. So this person may feel like you change your mind too often, and that's why they want to take it slow with you. All right? Take that however it resonates, Libra, but it feels like this person is looking at you as if, you know, you didn't think something through and you just, you know, came in very impulsive with that Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords energy, putting pressure on them to also feel the same when they feel like they're not ready to feel that way just yet, because they know that something might take a little bit more time. Libra, it feels like your person's calling you out for being impulsive with your decisions. Now, that does not have to be what's actually going on. You do not have to accept it. It's their perspective. Their perspective. They have the right to their perspective like you have the right to your perspective. But someone feels like you rush. They're like, Libra doesn't know what they really want with me. They're just rushing. They think that they love me. They think that they want to be with me, but they haven't had time to get to know me just yet. I want to take my time to get to know Libra. I want to take my time to really figure out if we can make this work long term. I'm not ready to make my decision, and I'm not going to be strong-armed to do so. It's kind of what this person is saying. It feels like this person's really wanting a solid commitment to work out. This is someone that might want marriage, and this person's taking you seriously, Libra. But they may fear that you're not taking them seriously and want an answer quicker than they're ready. I see both sides. I see where you're coming from. I guess I could play devil's advocate here. I see both sides of a situation. I see where you're coming from. I totally do. Let's clarify the overall energy. Because with the overall energy being the Queen of Swords, Temperance, and Five of Pentacles, someone may be feeling like they're only getting half of the deal here. Someone's only getting half of the deal here. There's no fair compromise. Like someone may be feeling like they've given a lot of time into this relationship and someone feels like that's still not enough. Like imagine dating someone for about a year and someone's still like, I still want to figure things out. No, a year is plenty enough time to figure out if you're compatible with someone or want to be with somebody. But if it's only been like 2 months of dating, I think it's fair to want a little bit more time. And someone feels like they've already done their part and is waiting for someone to pay the piper, and someone's not following through at the time frame that was agreed upon, could be what I'm getting. And I might have a Libra that is tempted to just withdraw their energy and like leave this behind if someone's not like following through with the original terms in agreement. Like you may be saying to this person, hey, you told me you needed 5 months. It's been 7 months. Which is it? And you're getting a little bit assertive now. You're getting a little bit, you know, less less fun emoji in your text messages, and now more assertive in your messages with a little bit more of a angry emoji face being thrown in there. You're not playing around, Libra. You're like, what do you want? You call me indecisive, but you're the one that's taking forever to give me an answer here. So I do feel like there's some sort of tower happening between the two of you where it's going to give you guys a chance to either start from a new foundation with more clarity, or it's going to take a Libra in a whole new direction if you don't agree with how they want to build that foundation up with you. They're just wanting to make certain that this is fair. So if you're in limited communication with someone or no contact at all, Libra, I'm going to get their feelings, whether this is a family member, friend, lover. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Cancer energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Aries again, Scorpio, Libra, and Gemini. But it could be any zodiac sign. Do check out the new weekly I posted for you yesterday. It's in my July playlist. It's the most recent one. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. For some of you Librans, you may have someone that chose to stay where it was safe because they just didn't know what to expect from you. Whether you were changing your mind a lot and they felt like they couldn't make plans with someone that would switch up on them like that, they may have chosen someone that they can safely be with and know that they're not going to switch up on them. Like someone that they know loves them, even if they're not totally in love with them, sort of thing. Okay, so I hope that helps. I love ya. On to Scorpio. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Pause. I haven't wrote Scorpio's name yet. Wrote that smaller than I usually do. Oh, looks about right. Hi, Scorpio. What up? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. By the way, Scorpio, I have a new video uploading for you as we speak. Just waiting on the captions to update, so for the people that like to read while watching. Read the captions while watching. 10 of Wands wanted to hop out. It should be posted tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or maybe after this live stream, depending on if the captions are ready. All right, Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio for the next 7 days? What do we have for Scorpio for the next 7 days? Who is Scorpio connecting to? What's their situation? 2 more shuffles for Scorpio. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my Scorpionators. All right, so your person's feelings for you this week, Scorpio. We have the 6 of Cups. Their intentions with you this week, we had the Fool. This card has been coming out a lot in July. I'm like talking a lot. Individual reads, personal readings, the live stream. Their behavior and actions towards you, we had the 4 of Wands. That looks good. I like it. How do you feel about this person, Scorpio? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And the overall energy for the 2 of you right now is the 4 of Swords, influenced by the 6 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles and the Tower. My parakeets are all like squabbling right now. All right, I'm getting a side message before I begin the actual reading. For the Scorpios that may have had a tower with somebody, now towers don't have to be like this dramatic event, you know, it could just be simply, you know, someone's dealing with something involving their job and put the relationship on hold. It could be any of that. For those of you guys had a tower, I feel like enough time has passed for someone to, like, you know, reclaim where they left off in the situation with the relationship. Okay? Because I'm getting for some of you Scorpios, before I begin your reading, I'm getting for some of you Scorpios, there was something being built, whether you guys met online or at work or at the same gym or whatever. You guys were getting to know each other. Everything was all fine and dandy. Then poof, someone had a tower moment in their life, whether a death of a family member, a loss of a job, or something went on where someone went MIA. Someone went MIA and just went no contact, not because of hate towards the other, just a lot of stuff going on. And now it's like, you know what, I'm ready to resume what I had with this person, whether that's you, Scorpio, or the person that you're dealing with. All right, back to the actual reading though, because that's a side message. Hey, we might end up discovering that it's actually the full message, but we'll see. Right now, you've got someone coming in with 6 of Cups feelings for you, Scorpio. The 6 of Cups is a very sweet energy. It's, you know, feeling like whenever you're around somebody, it feels a bit nostalgic. It feels a bit like home. Like something about you relaxes this person. Whether you both were from the same generation, so you both have a lot of shared things, like you had the same toys as a kid, like the same songs as a kid, or there's a strong feeling of knowing you for a long time, even if you just recently came into each other's lives, like a past life dynamic, like recognizing someone is a part of your soul group. And for those of you who have a bit of history with this person, and maybe things did get a little quiet, someone's been missing you a lot. Why the Six of Cups for how this person is feeling towards Scorpio? Page of Cups and the Empress. And then I also see the Five of Pentacles deep down, associated with a Queen of Pentacles and a Ten of Swords. Someone may have went through a breakup not too long ago. No, I'm actually getting a couple years ago. It may have needed time to stay single for a little bit, and now is putting themselves out there to date. And maybe you were someone that they knew while they were in another relationship, but they never took any action towards you, or at least not full action. They've been healing from that and maybe hitting you up around this time frame to see, hey, what you up to? I'm not with that person anymore, by the way, and I've been thinking about you and our connection. That's very specific for somebody here. Specifically, if they broke off with an earth sign. Again, Cancer energy for this person as well. But if that's not the case, you got someone here, Scorpio, that is feeling good about you, feeling really good about you. And the Page of Cups is wanting to send you a sweet message. And their intentions is to take a bit of a risk here, take a bit of a chance here, putting themselves out there, sticking their neck out, you know, to see if maybe there's something there still between the two of you, or that you're even into them like that, okay? And I got the Four of Wands as their behavior, as if to say that this person is putting themselves out there, trying to network with like-minded people to like build up their foundation, like trying to find a mate. And with your feelings being the Temperance, you could be easily telling me that you feel like your love life has been affected by divine timing, and you're just being patient with how everything unfolds, and then this person comes in and starts talking to you, and you're just trying to be patient. But you've got someone that is coming towards you with sweet communication. So let's take a look at how you'll feel about this person, Scorpio. You got Temperance. Some of you guys could be November Scorpios. Doesn't mean it's not the same for October ones. Why Temperance for how Scorpio is going to feel about this person this week? The Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. And then I see the Knight of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. For some of you, you might have a little bit of a wall up with this person, but at the most, that's the most. You'll have a little bit of a wall up, but you'll also be excited and open to something with that Sun and Eight of Pentacles. And that feels very similar to the reading that I just did that's uploading for you right now. It feels like you've got somebody here that's trying to like ignite something with you, and you're trying your best to like be open to it while also maintaining protection for yourself, especially if you may have been hurt recently or this person was the one that hurt you. But let's see, because I do have the Knight of Cups hinting that there is romantic feelings on both sides. So let's clarify their intentions. We got the Fool. Why the Fool, please? Why the Fool, please? Why the Fool? The Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is texting you. You got a text coming towards you, Scorpio. I also see the Five of Pentacles, possibly hinting that this person may be aware that you might ignore their message, leave them on read, or this is someone trying to come out of no contact with you, if that's been what's been going on. Okay? I feel like I need a little bit more info off of that Four of Swords. I'm going to use a different tarot deck. Hold on for a second, Scorpio. I really want to see if this is, I don't want to keep ping-ponging back from this could be a new person or someone that you've been in no contact with. I don't want to keep ping-ponging that, so I want a straight answer. Page of Swords, Five of Wands. There could have been some rivalry in regards to this connection. Like you are either dealing with some people at the time you guys were trying to get something going and it frustrated them, or they were dealing with other people and it started to frustrate you. So someone decided to say, to hell with this, I'm not even going to bother, and just stop talking to the other. Okay. So for a lot of you Scorpios, this is not an ex or anything like that. This is someone that you guys were initially starting something. It felt good, but someone felt like the other person had way too many people all up in one's business. And someone's like, you know what? I'm not going to fight for this person. If they're meant to be, they'll work out. Clarify that Four of Swords. Clarify that Four of Swords. Eight of Swords and the Fool. Yeah, diving into that Four of Swords, I'm strongly getting someone just felt like there was so many limitations from getting this situation off the ground or getting it on a page that's allowing for a new chapter to be written. Okay, and remember, I got the Page of Swords and I got the Fool right here. Eight of Swords and the Fool right here. Imagine wanting to, go, but something like anchoring you down by your ankles. That's the Eight of Swords, but it's mental. It's like, I want to move forward, but I feel like I'm restricted. My hands are tied. You got this going on. I got this going on. It feels like everything is like the conditions aren't supporting us doing this for some reason. And someone may be assuming, maybe that's a sign that we're not meant to be together if we keep on running into all these roadblocks. Maybe that's my spirit team saying, don't do it. Don't go for it. But another part, someone's feeling like, well, maybe it is the right person, but maybe the timing is a bit off. And I did say something about divine timing earlier. Okay, so Scorpio, now that I got that figured out, it feels like this is someone that you guys are trying to get something off the ground. There's a strong, deep, nostalgic feeling towards each other. But there's this like getting it off the ground, like it's 400 pounds and you're trying to lift it with your little hands, and it's like, ugh. Clarify this person's behavior with Scorpio, Four of Wands. Actually, no, it was the, I already clarified that, Four of Wands. Why the Four of Wands as this person's behavior with Scorpio? Hello. The Ace of Cups, the World card, and the Two of Cups. And the Chariot on the bottom. Could be a Cancer. Getting strong Cancer vibes. Or Cancer season, someone's having a huge sudden realization to what they might need to do to pull this off. Scorpio, you've got somebody here that you are experiencing something really deep with. Very soulful, very soul contract-y. Like there's a written contract already in you guys' blueprint. I'm also getting for a Scorpio that if you and your person have kind of like pulled away a little bit, there's going to be a possible conversation that leads to a face-to-face conversation. Like I'm seeing someone at a diner, like a freaking Chili's, TGI Fridays or something like that, sitting over some coffee or Long Island iced teas and just talking more about the relationship. I did just see the Chariot, so if someone lives at a distance or lived at a distance, someone's traveling a little closer to be able to pull this off. That's specific for somebody. So I hope that helps. Let's get your hidden message for those of you in no contact or limited contact with someone right now, whether it's a family member, a lover, a friend. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, Scorpio, I've got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, and Aries again. But it really could be any zodiac sign. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl, Scorpio, and I'll be posting your next reading either later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I feel like I abandoned you myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? The distance is... Rewind, learning how to read again. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. All right, Scorpio, that is for you. I hope that helps. I love you. On to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. All right. All right, Sagittarius. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Dang right, Bobby. Finally. My poor fire signs. Hi, MJ. Hi, Warpath. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Right. A little crooked. There we go. 10 of Wands just slipped out. We'll see if it comes back out. I may feel like I have a Sagittarius that feels under a lot of pressure right now. All right, Sagittarius. And the one Sagittarius is here to hear about. How do they feel about Sagittarius, please? 2 more shuffles. Hello. 4 of Pentacles wanted to hop out. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Saggies. Okay, so your person's feelings for you this week. We have the Strength card, Major Arcana for Leo. Their intentions towards you, we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy showing up. Their behavior and actions towards this, the 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Your feelings towards them, the Sun, Major for Leo. You both have Major Arcanas in your feelings, and they're both assigned to Leo energy. So some of you, there's going to be some sort of clarity happening as Leo season begins. But maybe things are a little bit weighed down and emotional during Cancer season. The overall energy, the Fool. There's that dang card again. That little bugger keeps on coming out. I told you guys, this card has been stalking all the readings, individual, personals, live streams. 10 of Pentacles is influencing that, and the 4 of Cups. I feel like people are stepping into timelines around this time frame that are supposed to be, you know, embracing new versions of ourselves, but some people may be stuck on old versions of ourselves or the people that we're dealing with, not giving people a chance to, you know, like someone feels like they're not being given a chance to show up in a different way. They keep on being thrown back into the old version of themselves. Like someone feels like they're not getting a break. They feel like everyone keeps on throwing back at them the old them, like the them that may have hurt them, you know, the side of them that was still wounded and working on themselves. And now someone feels like they're a lot stronger now, more confident in themselves, makes better decisions now, and people are not giving them a chance to prove it. Whether that be you, Sagittarius, or this person, someone feels like all the hard work that they've done on themselves is not being, you know, celebrated, but what one did in the past is being thrown in their face as quick as they can throw it. That may be like a side message for someone, how they're feeling about themselves overall versus how they feel about this relationship. Because Sagittarius, I have someone that's trying to come towards you with a very stable boss-like energy, really trying to like make things happen, but they might already come in with that preconceived feeling of, people just keep on looking at me like the old me. Because looking at their intentions, I have the King of Pentacles, which is a really solid person, okay? Influencing this Fool, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is this person. So Sagittarius, you got someone coming through that's really trying to build a family, really trying to build credibility in a relationship partnership, and wants to clear their name of their past, 5 of Cups, but feels like their past keeps haunting them. Like, for example, say you guys have been dating for about 3 months and you run into one of their exes and they're like, this person cheated on me 6 years ago, good luck. And this person that you're dating is like, Sagittarius, that was me 5 years ago. I have since then grown and learned. Please don't make any decisions based off of what that person said about me 5 years ago. It's giving that energy. Like someone may be at a point where it's like, what's the point of even working on myself if I can't, you know, live that old me down? But at the same time, that's finding internal strength to know that other people's validation is not important. It's how you feel about yourself. And the right person is going to see you who you are today and not compare you to your old version or listen to other people rhyme in their mouth about the old version. Or that's flipped for a Sagittarius. I'm getting that you like this person, Sagittarius. Talking to this person makes you happy. So you may be like putting a bright light over all the other stuff that's being shown and just focusing on, you know, what this person's showing up to you as. Because looking at this art depiction, it shows me your person here with a big old tornado in the far distance, perhaps indicating that they went through a lot of crap in their life, and you guys may be giving each other a lot of comfort and support right now. They may be leaning on you for comfort and for you to accept them for who they are today. Aw, Sagittarius, your person's going to make me cry. I feel like they're being genuine. I feel like they're being genuine. Now, use your own discernment. If this person's not been genuine with you, don't force that. But if this person has been nice to you and has been cordial and sweet and trying, I would give them a chance. I just feel like this person's getting the raw end of the deal here with some things going on in their life. I feel like they've gone through a deep spiritual awakening. And now they're just like trying to find true love and happiness, and they feel like their past is haunting them like a freaking fart that won't go away. All right, let's clarify this person's feelings. Why the Strength card? Why the Strength card? Why the Strength card, please, for how this person is feeling towards Sagittarius? The King of Wands, and then the Six of Cups. Yep. Said exactly what I've been saying. The King of Wands, which is Leo energy, but also Sagittarius and Aries, is someone that is confident in the map that they're, you know, looking at. They're mapping out their next step. And I got the Six of Cups telling me that this person has done a lot of self-reflection, has done a lot of working on themselves, but it's like they're waiting for the right, you know, moment for someone to like try and like undo everything. It feels like this is family members in their life that they're worried about introducing you to. Maybe family members who don't take accountability for their role in raising them in some sort of environment. This is getting really specific. It's like you may be dating someone that has like family members that are like, oh, you should have seen so-and-so when they were wilding it out 5 years ago, blah, blah. And your person wants to say, you're the one that raised me. You know? Ooh, that's hitting home for somebody, I feel. Sagittarius, you've got someone that feels like you actually see them and they appreciate that in you. You see them. You actually see them. You see who they are today, who they're trying to be, and their real heart. You're not putting them in a box of... Now I'm hearing that Miley Cyrus song, I Used to Be Young. That song just popped up in my head. I don't know if that might have some strong reference to this person. Okay. Clarify Sagittarius' feelings. For the Sagittarians that have been with this person for a while and you witness them, you know, rise from the ashes, they may be... Clarify the Sun for how Sagittarius feels. The Nine of Swords and the World card and the Ace of Cups. I feel like, Sagittarius, you do want to give this person a fresh start with that Ace of Cups, but a part of you is a little worried that what you're hearing or witnessing or just... You may have moments where you're worried that that part is not done, that that chapter of their life is still not closed, and you're worried about being a part of that, you know. But I do have the Fool here, indicating that this is a chance for you and this person to have a new beginning together. But maybe the new beginning is very close to an old chapter of their life. Maybe something is still not too far into the distant past. Like something may have happened a year ago for them. And you're like, oh, that was only a year ago. That's not really in the past, but I guess so. It's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Sagittarius. It's like you really want to give someone a chance. You really do want to follow your heart here and give to this person because you do feel like you guys have a really good bond. But there is still something you really are questioning and really wanting some clarity on before you can fully go all in. So that way it could clear out any uncertainty that you may have with that Nine of Swords. And I feel like that could be why this person's coming in with the Five of Cups. It's like this person's thinking, oh, here we go again. I thought Saggy was not going to be the one doing this, but here we go again. But I feel like it's to give this a chance, not to actually reject them. Clarify that Five of Cups. Like, imagine, ooh, and then I see this card just when I'm about to say it. Imagine someone did some jail time 5 years ago, and they've paid their time, they pay their dues, but now their record follows them for life. And they're over here like, I'm a changed person, that's not me, that was in my early 20s, I'm in my 30s now, blah, blah, blah. And that time of their life is haunting them. It feels like there was a stamp, like something was stamped on this person, like a scarlet letter that they can't ever shed off, even if they're not the same person anymore. Okay, clarify that Four of Cups. Oh wait, the Nine of Cups in reverse hopped out. And then I got that Four of Pentacles. So Sagittarius, I do feel like you are feeling a pull towards this person, and you feel like you and this person are being given a chance to really start something here. I do feel like until you hold on to it any longer, I feel like you do feel like you need to like have a conversation. And if they can't accept that that's at least one requirement you have before moving forward, then that's on them, okay? You have a right to ask some questions, to have some free of mind here, but that you're not like going to use it against them. You just want some questions answered. It's kind of what this is saying. But yeah, Sagittarius, it looks like you want to give someone a new start, a fresh new start, but you just get some questions is all, you know, just to protect yourself. But this could actually go somewhere because you got the Ten of Pentacles. That's one of my favorite cards in a relationship reading. Like, this could last a very long time. So let's get the hidden message for those in limited contact or no contact with somebody. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Leo here, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, strong Leo. Aries is here. It could be anybody though. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. Some of you Sagittarians, you did pull back after hearing about someone's history and past, and they're still checking up on you. I let my ego get in our way. I couldn't let go of my pride, but you saw it through me. You know the truth about me. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. I think my camera kind of froze when I was reading that card. All right, I hope that helps Sagittarius. On to Aquarius, or Capricorn, excuse me. Hi Capricorn, what up buttercups? Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn for the next 7 days? What do we have for Capricorn, please? Aw, thank you, MJ. Thank you for a Sagittarius reading, Baddison, love and light. Aw, thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you. Come on, let me hit a heart button. It won't let me hit the heart button. There we go. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn, please? 2 more shuffles for Capricorn. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful sea goats. All right, Capricorn, your person's feelings, we have the 8 of Cups. Their intentions, we have the 8 of Swords. Their behavior and actions, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Your feelings for them, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the overall influence, we have the Hierophant, influenced by the Strength card. All right, so Capricorn, you've got somebody right now that may be out in the cold. You guys are not really speaking to each other. You guys kind of like shut out each other's communication, closed off communication, and they don't know whether they should stay or go. They're at this point where they're like, all right, I feel like I'm being put to the test. I feel like I don't know where I stand with Capricorn. I don't want to stay stuck, so I might have to make a tough decision to just turn my back on this if I don't see any changes being made. Meanwhile, you've got the Seven of Pentacles telling me that you still feel like you need more time to reassess something, to reevaluate whether someone is someone that you would like to give more time and attention to. But by the time you figure out what you feel is best, this person might already be gone. That came in very strong. I see repeated 8s. Why the 8 of Swords for how this person is feeling about Capricorn? Why the 8 of Swords, please? Why the 8 of Swords, please? The 8 of Wands, all 8 showing up here. Well, not all 8s, but look at those repeated 8s. 8s are all about manifestation. 8s are all about patterns. 8s are all about changes. This person is strongly saying, if we don't get back to talking to each other again, I'm just going to block and go. That's what I'm strongly getting. This person is being very clear when they say, if me and Capricorn don't pick up communicating again, I'm just going to block and go. I can't do this. This is just too stressful for me. Why is the 8 of Swords their intentions? Their intentions is to kind of like stay stuck just for a little bit longer to see if it can buy them some extra time to figure out if there is another plan, another way out, or if you're going to reach out before they have to make this decision. Why the 8 of Swords? Knight of Cups. They feel like they're being restricted on how they can express feelings to you. They feel like they're being restricted on how they can be affectionate, how they can express themselves. They feel like they've got no, it's like no open window for them to be romantic with you right now, especially if you guys are not talking. It's leaving them feeling very restricted in regards to how they want to express themselves, whether it's because, ooh, 10 of Swords and a Chariot. Yeah, Capricorn, I do feel like you guys called it quits and that you guys are in no contact right now. And a part of you feels like it's not fully over just yet. You're just needing time to reassess the situation. This person also feels like it's not fully over yet, but they're about to make it over if there has been no movement going forward. It's like someone wants to see some sort of sign that this is going to move somewhere, which kind of tells me that it's been long no contact, like not just over the weekend, but like it's been going on for like 8 months maybe with the repeated 8s. Why the 7 of Pentacles? Why the 7 of Pentacles for how Cappy feels? The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to figure out if you can see yourself building something successful with this person. You're trying to figure out if this is someone that you could really build something long-lasting. You're trying to be disciplined right now to see if you can spend this time figuring things out without being impulsive. But what if it's, you know, taking too long? Someone feels like it's been too long since you guys reached out and they're about to walk away. So let's clarify that 5 of Pentacles. Why the 5 of Pentacles, please? The Devil in reverse and the King of Wands in the upright. Yeah, Capricorn, this person is pretty much saying, I have been stuck on this situation with Capricorn for far too long without any clarity. I gotta let it go and focus on me right now. This is too exhausting. This is too draining. I don't know what the heck is going on with me and Capricorn. They're not talking to me. I'm not talking to them. I don't know what to do here. I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta abandon it. So it feels like Capricorn, around this time frame, someone is just accepting that this connection is done. Is accepting it's done. Even if you guys made an agreement to just take a break, they feel like it's been long overdue. Clarify that Hierophant. Clarify that Hierophant. The 4 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in the upright. Yeah, Capricorn, someone's being very straightforward and direct in this reading, saying that they fear that this is a missed opportunity. They feel like no one's making any moves and everyone's playing it safe, and that not only has things been slow moving, but it kind of flatlined, it halted. Because the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is taking a slow pace at something, Knight of Pentacles in reverse is not doing anything at all. Like imagine the Knight of Pentacles in the upright being yellow on the street light. You're slowing down. But Knight of Pentacles in reverse is red light. That never changes. Okay? The Magician and the Ten of Wands. And then I see the Four of Cups again. So I'm just getting the same repeated message, Capricorn. You both are feeling a lot of pressure right now. You both don't want to be the one that makes that first move. And I feel like for you, Capricorn, it's not that you're fearing making this first move. You're just wanting to not feel like you're being rushed. You're just wanting to make certain that this is something that you can actually build long term because you don't want to waste your time. So you guys are feeling a lot of pressure in different areas. But I am feeling like you guys are both trying to manifest some sort of movement, but that pressure of that Ten of Wands is weighing down all that energy that the Magician is trying to build up into. Like the work that the Magician is doing to manifest some sort of movement, your thoughts and fears are suppressing it at the same time. Like imagine an energy is trying to come out and everyone's putting a blanket on it. That's what it kind of feels like. And that's, I feel like, what that Eight of Swords is. Everyone like sitting on their feelings, sitting on any action, no one doing anything. So that message keeps on repeatedly coming in. And it's just, I keep on pulling cards and it's the exact same message, Capricorn. So you're in no contact with somebody. You're not feeling like the door is completely shut. You're just needing time to figure things out. While this person's like, you know what, if this doesn't happen soon, I will shut that door. Because it's stressing them out. They don't want to be like in limbo. So there's nothing more I can get out of that one. So let's get what the no contact cards are saying. This is for my limited or no contact group, which feels like this. For zodiac signs that are coming through, I have Aries, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo. There's some water here, and Taurus. Strong earth energy. So earth energy comes in predominantly when there needs to be some sort of stability to a relationship. Something doesn't feel stable right now. It's all like thoughts and fears floating around this relationship, but no grounding landing page for you guys to build off of right now. Let's see what the hidden message is. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. Something may have been said that you just can't take back, and you both are like stewing on that. You guys are both still stewing on that. Nobody wanting to break the ice. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. For some of you, Cappy, someone's really regretting a choice that they made, but they would have hoped that it would have been cleared by now. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. Someone still checks in on you. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Wow, that one was very direct and to the point, Capricorn. You're clearly in no contact with someone and they're not happy about it, but they feel like it's time to accept it. Don't force it if you didn't resonate with that, but that was for someone that hasn't heard from their person in a while, and that person is you, and they thought you would have reached out by now. All right, hope that helps. On to Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, what up buttercups? Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Aquarius, what do we have for Aquarius for the next 7 days? I kind of like to the point messages like that. I usually get that a lot for earth signs and air signs. To the point. Aquarius, what do we have for Aquarius? Aquarius, 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, Aquarius, your person's feelings, we have the 5 of Swords. Their intentions, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Their behavior and actions, the Hermit. Are you dealing with a Capricorn by any chance? Your feelings for this person, the Two of Wands, and the overall energy, the Seven of Cups, influenced by the Star and the Four of Cups. Yeah, this is kind of feeling similar to what I had for Capricorn a moment ago. But if it's not, we'll definitely dive in. But Aquarius, someone feels like you're mad at them. They feel like you're mad at them, and they're just trying to like assess the situation to see if there's anything that they can do to come out of this and to continue investing. But they do feel like they're in the best interest of withdrawing their energy and not bothering you right now. Looking at your feelings, you're giving me the Two of Wands, which is telling me that you're at a bit of a crossroads with what you want to see happen with this person. A part of you wants to give it a new makeover. Another part of you just wants to just forget this connection is there and meet new people. Because your overall energy right now is the Seven of Cups and the Star. There's a part of you that just wants to look over your options right now to see if there's anybody else that you're feeling drawn to, or whether you can't get this person off your mind, which could be a strong sign that there's more to you guys' story than where it's at right now, and to revisit it. Clarify why the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords comes in when people are fighting with each other, or there's been some harsh words expressed. People took frustrations out on each other, or someone was caught in a lie. Why the Five of Swords? Why the Five of Swords, please? Why the Five of Swords, please? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is telling me that you guys are not speaking to each other right now after an argument. You guys are taking time to cool off and just not say anything. But this person is trying to intuitively pick up when it would be the best time to reach out and talk to you. There could have been some mixed signals being thrown at another that left someone feeling like they can't trust what the other person is offering, and left someone feeling like they needed to pull back. I am seeing repeated fives. No, excuse me, repeated sevens. Sevens could be a very important number. And then I see the Queen of Cups and I see the Eight of Cups. So Aquarius, you've got someone that has deep love for you, but feels like you may be turning your back on them, and they feel like they screwed up somewhere. Now that could be vice versa, but Aquarius, someone's feeling like they screwed up big with you. They feel like you don't trust them at all, that you've already turned your back and the door's already slammed shut, locks have been changed. You know, it's kind of what this person's telling me. Could have happened at the start of Cancer season. Let's take a look at how you feel, because you're giving me this I'm not sure yet vibes. You're not coming in angry. You're not coming in resentful. You're not coming in seeking revenge. You're just like, what do I want to do here? Why the Two of Wands for how Aquarius is feeling? The King of Pentacles and the Lovers card. So Aquarius, you do acknowledge that you and this person have a deep bond together, and that there's something really like beautiful about you guys' connection. Something that you feel like deserves a little bit more time to explore. So I do feel like you are open to like choosing an option that at least allows you guys to revisit something and take it a little bit slowly from there to see how that unfolds. Like you're saying to this person, all right, you know, we're not going to just jump into our relationship how it was before all this happened, but we can at least like, you know, get back to talking to each other again, maybe have a dinner once in a while, and then see where it goes. Okay, it's kind of what that's showing me. Why the Seven of Pentacles? Why the Seven of Pentacles? Justice and the Five of Wands on the bottom. So the Justice to the Seven of Pentacles as their intentions, that's the intent to reevaluate everything and to like bring some peace and justice to a situation. Maybe apologize, speak up about some truths, or find a way to show that they understand the consequences to one's actions. And that's not them saying that they deserve all the blame for whatever's going on. This is just them taking ownership for what they've done to hurt you in some regard, Aquarius. Because I am getting that there was some drama between the two of you that kind of like changed things up. Their behavior and actions is the Hermit. Why the Hermit, please? Why the Hermit? The Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles to the Hermit, that's going inward to really see if something is still of value and worth protecting. And the Queen of Wands is coming in with that confidence to take some sort of action if feeling drawn to. So around this time frame, Aquarius, you've got someone that's trying to pull up the confidence to still claim this situation with you and to see if you guys can still work together and build towards your foundation together. Okay? But I do feel like you're open to it, but not revisiting the relationship in the original format that it was. It's like your view of them has changed a bit where you can't look at them the same way you did before, but you're open to having like a fresh new dynamic, okay? It'll never be the same the way it was before, but you're willing to try is what it shows me. You could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, a Pisces, a fellow Aquarius, a Virgo. Let's see what your person's hidden message is. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? Everyone seems to be getting that card today. So someone's trying to figure out, all right, it's been a few days since our argument. Is it, you know, too early to reach out, or is it too late to reach out, depending on if someone should have reached out a little bit sooner to minimize the backlash. I keep track of you from afar by looking up online. That came out for Capricorn. This is very similar to Capricorn. I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to mine. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Wow, that's very similar to what I had for Capricorn. So I hope that helps, Aquarius. On to Pisces. All right, Pisces, what up, fishies? Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. What do we have for Pisces for the next 7 days? What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces, please, for the next 7 days? Two more shuffles for Pisces. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water fishies. All right, Pisces, your person's feelings for you. We have the Fool card. There's that card again. Their intentions with you, the Moon, that's Pisces energy. Their behavior and actions, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Your feelings for them, the Two of Wands. And the overall energy for the two of you, Six of Wands. 3 of Cups influencing that, and the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, I like it. I like it. It feels to me, Pisces, you've got somebody here that's really excited to put their best foot forward with you, to really like take something seriously. I do feel like this is someone that also does not wear their heart on their sleeve. They are a little bit slow at opening up, but they're being authentic for the most part. But I do feel like they do keep some things to themselves, but not in a deceptive way. King of Cups could be someone similar to you. All right, let's break this down. The Fool is their feelings. So that's someone really excited about some sort of new start with you. Why the Fool, please? Why the Fool for how this person is feeling towards Pisces? Why the Fool? The 10 of Wands and the Justice card. This person is aware that what they're getting involved in is going to take some work, and they're willing to put in the work. This is someone that's going towards the situation open and optimistic, but also with the mindset of, all right, if I really want this Queen of Pentacles energy, I've got to put in a lot of effort and step it up a bit and really come through. I like it. Clarify how Pisces feels. Oftentimes, the Two of Wands can be my talking stage card. It could be my planning card. So depending on your status with this person, Pisces, I do feel like you're on board with a new path to open up between the two of you. It feels like you're taking your connection from talking to being more dating, especially with that 3 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Like maybe you guys had a really successful date or two, and now this person's like, all right, I'm gonna stick my neck out there a little bit more and be more present with Pisces, more focused on Pisces, less focused on anybody else, especially if you guys were still like talking to other people at the same time you guys were talking to each other. It feels like someone's closing off their little black book. Closing off their little black book in order to choose investing in this relationship full time. I like that. Pisces, you deserve it. Why the Two of Wands? Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So Pisces, what I'm getting off of you is that you are anticipating this all happening. It's like you already intuitively know that this is the next phase of you guys' connection. You and this person may have had a really good date the other night, or you guys have been having some really deep, emotionally charged up, intimate conversations to the point where you're like, oh, they definitely gotta love me now after those conversations. Like you're feeling really confident that the connection you guys have been building has been very strong and solid, that there could not be even a chance for you to like look elsewhere because you feel really at home with this person, or you feel like this person's taking you very seriously. Why the Moon? I feel like the Moon card is the only one that's getting me the side eye a little bit, because the Moon talks about keeping some things hidden, you know, but it doesn't have to be bad. Why the Moon? The Emperor and the Hanged Man. Now the Emperor as intentions, that's the intent to find someone to really give your all to be a spouse to that person, to be the parent to their children, to really lock it down 10 toes down, right? And the Hanged Man is all about taking a time to pause, to reflect, to look at things from different perspectives and let go and let God. So I feel like this person is looking for someone to settle down with, but they don't want to just throw that out at the rooftop and wear a neon sign about it, because it might attract the wrong people. The takers, the users, the people who are not that serious, and might use the fact that they're looking for someone long-term against them. Like, there's people out there that if they know you're looking for long-term and they're not, they will use that to their advantage, you know, to really get, you know, some really solid attention and effort, and then drop them. So this person may not be wanting you to know just yet that they're looking for a wife or a husband, however the situation is, and then kind of going with the flow, just to see if you are authentic, to see if you're wanting the same as them. It's like they're not wanting to say exactly what they're wanting just yet, because they want to make certain that you want it too, not because they're saying that they want it. They want to actually make sure that you guys are parallel to each other and want the same things, and you're not just giving them lip service. Wow, your person's being very direct with me. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles as this person's behavior and actions with Pisces. Eight of Wands and Temperance. Pisces, I think you're getting the best read of the day. You've got someone that's taken their time to get to know you, to really build with you, to see if you guys are compatible. And it feels like the momentum is going to be building over the next few weeks. The Eight of Wands talks about flirty texts, having fun, making travel plans, going on little weekend getaways. Pisces, it feels like you and someone could really have something work out here, but just trust the process, because I don't feel like this person likes to be pressured or strong-armed into saying everything all at once. It's on their pace. But it's also something that I feel like is also on your pace too. I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to leave it alone. That's pretty good. It looks like you've got a start of a new relationship here. Could be with an Aries, a Libra, strong Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer. Dang. You got the best read of the day. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. That doesn't feel like this person. Our relationship is different and special. Other people didn't understand it. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. You were my sanctuary. You're the only person I could confide in. I betrayed your trust. That doesn't sound like this one. Wow, that's pretty good. I liked it. That was a beautiful read. I gotta go. I'm gonna take my kids to the pool. So thank you to my awesome mod squad. Thank you everyone for being here. I love you guys. On that note, I rocked that deck. Later, Gators.